What it do, friends and family? Look, I got that Paradise Life mask on there. Woo! Dope right there. You see that? That Paradise Life. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Let me catch up on these. Deion Taylor, good morning. Glenn, good morning to you. Ronell was good. Reggie was good. Mom, good morning to you. Sunday service, we here. Ham Rock, what up? Pete Jack, what's good with you? Reggie Smith got BMO in the building. Gary Barnett, good morning. Mission Gold, NYC. BI, what's good, baby? Ryan Mace, always in the building. Shout to Murder Mace. Always in the building. Jarrell, what's good? Oh, you already know. I got the red cup. Got the red cup. Got the red cup. Five thumbs down? I love it. I love it. That's going to lead to my intro right now. I'm glad you said that, Ryan. 5 thumbs down before it started. That's my intro right now, real quick. Let me catch up on these comments. Ray, what's good, baby? Reggie, oh, you driving to New Rochelle. That's what's up. BX in the building, definitely. GT, what up? Pinnacle, what's good? Jasmine, what's good with you? Steven, my homie, what's good with you? Both Steven Smart and Steven Morton, how y'all doing? Miguel, what up? Suave, what up? Genocide, Chow Mein, Peso Meso, Ray, Big Slide, Martin, William. That's South Jersey always in the building. I know how it is. Marcus, what up? Billy Banks. Absolute No J. I'm jealous. I was drinking vodka and OJ with Russ the other day in the secret location. Shout to Russ. Hey, shout to Russ for that Friday grown folk talk. I was supposed to be on there Friday. Unfortunately, I did not go home, and where I was at, the lights went out, so I couldn't join you guys. If you guys were watching Friday, I was very upset because the lights didn't come back on until like 3 in the morning, so I couldn't get on the live with you guys. Next week, I'll make sure I'm in my house. Steph, what up? I look stoned now. I haven't slept. I've been up early. I've been up since like 3 o'clock. I got up at 6 o'clock, worked out. 8, cleaned up the house a little bit. Came here about 10 o'clock, started sipping. You know what I'm saying? Keith, what's good? Cash, what up? So real quick, so we got 5 dislikes already, and we're 2 minutes in. Oh, well, sorry, before the chat even started. Okay, so let me real quick. So this was actually something I wanted to touch on because somebody was throwing some stuff at me on someone else's channel, and you know me, I respond to the trolls. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want, you know, because a coward dies 1,000 deaths. And for you guys who don't know what that means if you're a coward, if you do something that's cowardice, it stays in your heart. So you die slow. And you know, some of us may have been in situations like that where you're like, man, I should have did something. And it is what it is. But when you're a real coward and you do cowardice stuff and sucker stuff, it stays with you. So when you try to call somebody out or try to do something to affect someone else, and people realize it's you, you know, people try to do secret stuff on the internet, but when they realize it's you died 1,000 deaths. Anyway, that goes for like snitches and stuff like that. So anyway, let's talk about haters, since we already got 5 dislikes on the chat. And I'm not going to talk about my haters. I'm going to talk about haters, period. Your haters included. So as I went on back and forth with this dude on I think it was Bo's channel. You know, he was talking to Ish. He wishes jail on me and I'm going to get locked up and this and that. You got to understand something about haters. And I'm going to get back to the comments. I had to step back for a minute. You know, I enjoy haters. You have to have haters. We were talking, me, Russ, a couple dudes were talking the other day on Friday of how you can do nothing about the hate. I've realized in my life I'm going to get hate no matter what. I've known it for a long time. I'm used to it. It's just every now and then I like to tag at the haters. You know what I'm saying? I like to mess with them. So for you guys, in my mind, when it comes to haters, just hate period, and it could be your family members. Sometimes it's the closest person to you hating them. I tell you guys, I've had many people make other what do you call those? They'll make other emails, they'll make other, you know, things to be somebody else to get at me because that's what they really want to say to me. But they won't say it so I know it's them. So anyway, make other profile, excuse me, that's what I was trying to say. So anyway, the way I view a hater now is you should be happy for them and be empathetic for them. And let me explain. If a person has to sit there and use up a bunch of their energy, a bunch of their time to worry about you and wish bad on you, I'm empathetic for them because I feel sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel their pain because their lives are that miserable that they have to worry about me. But also I'm happy for them because as a fan, remember, the hater is your fan also. You give them something to look up to. So it's two things. I'm empathetic. I feel their pain. I feel that their lives are miserable. But I'm also happy for them because as they hate on me, I give them something to look up to. I give them something to strive to be or strive to look forward to. I don't know. However you want to look at it. So for me, from this point on, yes, I will still respond to trolls. I will still respond to them. I can't help myself. I enjoy it because like I told you guys before, for all you guys that follow me, I enjoy trolling the trolls, bullying the bullies, because I know in this day and age with all this internet, Wi-Fi, megabytes, and web bandwidth and all that, there's a lot of guys who ain't really tough. So I enjoy messing with them because I'll tell them all, you will never say it to my face. So I enjoyed it. So that's me. I can't help myself. Me and J-Rod, I was talking to him one time and I said, you can be the nice guy. I'm going to be the bad guy. That's what I want to be. So when it comes to the haters, like I said, empathy and happiness because you giving them something to look up to. They're spending their quality time. They're spending their quality energy, their soul, their energy that they have to go throughout their day and live. They're spending that time and energy on you by hating on you. Listen, obviously you are that important. Obviously I am that important for people who hate me. Those 5 people gave the dislike. Shout to you. I love you. I need you. You give balance to the earth. Is it this way, this way? What is that way? Let's do that. Balance to the earth. You give balance. So I need you. So when we say the haters, we need haters. Just like, and I got some good stuff for Simp Talk on Wednesday. Woo! You gotta even know. We need simps. Just like we need simps, we need haters. We need you guys. So the 5 people that gave the dislike, shout to you. I love you to death. I empathize with your pain, how your life is so bad and miserable. And I'm also happy you're a fan of mine. And you watch all the time. You probably watch from start to finish. Meanwhile, you're gritting your teeth and you hating. But I love you. Don't worry about it. And I got a big hug for you when I see you. So let's catch up to these. Ash Master was good. Willie Watson. Earn money in the building. Jay Kills. Queen's always in the building. You already know. Bobby Rell, your birthday gonna be stupid. We gotta sit down and talk, Bobby Rell. Your birthday gonna be stupid. Rocky, what's good, baby? Sid the Kid, was good? Ty Guy, what up? Reggie, I'm good, man. Slow motion. Just, I haven't slept. That's why my eyes look the way they do. I didn't get any sleep last night. It was weird. I just couldn't get comfortable in bed. It was really hot. Clifton was good. Rohan, David Rogers, what's up? Daryl El Delore, good morning. Kamari, Maryland in the building. Dog Man, what up? Okay, Gary, we got Connecticut in the building. Dion in the building. New York, Adrian said, New York all day, ATL living, DR missing. That's what's up, man. Jesse Shorts, good morning to you, brother. Don't worry, David. Flip-flop opening soon. Trust me, I'm gonna make it known. And by the way, before I continue, the membership video is done for you guys that want to support the channel. The membership video is done, but as you know, YouTube moves like a snail. They've got to approve it. So when it was done, you'll see it. But I already put the membership stuff out there. And it's just levels. If you guys want to support the channel, certain things I can show you that I can't put on YouTube. So you guys can check that out when it finally goes through. ADV, what up? Russ, what up? Samantha, hola. Anita, good morning to you. A1, yo, what up with you? Harold Thompson, what up? No, P, you can't see who dislikes the channel, but it don't matter. Shout to May. May gets a lot of hate, so we already know, May. It is what it is. Mission goal. That's right. You got to kill him with happiness. I mean, what is better? What is better for a hater to see? You frustrated? You doing the bad and negative things that they wish on you? Or that they want that. Or for you to just shine, do your thing, and they got to sit there and grit their teeth. That's the grit the teeth face. You know what I'm saying? They doing that, gritting their teeth, grinds my gears. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even understand how you could be jealous of somebody, or you can dislike. Like, all right, I'm jealous of no one. I am envious of no one. That's a lie. There was a friend of mine that has this TV. I told you guys the story of Santiago. It's like a 65-inch. It felt like I was in the movie. A little envious. I was a little, damn. But then I thought about it. This TV's too big for me, for my house. I don't want that big a TV. I probably won't go over 55-inch TV in my house. I probably won't. But, stuff like that. I'm not envious, though. I'm like, at his house, I was like, damn, that's a nice TV. But I thought to myself, I would never have that TV in my house. It's just too big. 50, 55 is the probably biggest I'll go. Maybe I'll upgrade next year, but I'm good with my 40, 43s. I'm straight. But I'm not envious of nobody. I tell you guys, I have a past, you know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of people know me. But, like, people have cars and all this and that. I got friends with Bentleys. I got friends with Benzes. I got friends with dealerships. I'm not envious because when I was younger, I was driving Range Rovers. I was driving Bentleys. Not mine. They weren't mine. They were my friends. I could be like, hey, let me get your keys. I'm out. I drove the S-Type, Jaguar S-Type when it first came out with the bubble eyes. It just came out the week before. I was 16 years old. I was driving it. Shout out to my boy Jay. I was driving it. I drove a Range Rover 4.6. I didn't want to get out the car, but the leather was so soft. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not envious because all of my peoples had these cars. I drove them. I really didn't want it for myself because I was like, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And I enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable in my own skin, which a lot of people aren't. So, you know what I mean? It's weird because we've talked about this a few times, but I think I've come to the conclusion that we need to give empathy and happiness for haters. Because they have... I started to sit there and think the other day, it was last night too, about how they give so much of their time to hate. It takes a lot of time to make another YouTube profile, to make another profile on Facebook, to make another profile on Instagram. That's time consuming. I know because I was going to make one the other day to spy on somebody. Yes, I was. And I was like, I got 3 steps in. I was like, nah, I'm good. It's too much time. I don't have a lot of time on my hands like that. I'm always doing something. Even when I'm sitting, laying down, watching the damn TV show, I don't have time to do stuff. I'm always on my phone. And sorry, I wasn't spying on a chica. I was about to spy on my daughter, just so you guys know. So you guys say, he's spying on a girl. No, it was my daughter. If I need to spy on a girl, I call one of my boys. Hey, let me know what's going on. Exactly, Samantha. I'm sorry, Samantha. See, Samantha said it perfectly. Love the hate. There you go. And that's the words I was looking for right there. Love the hate. There you go, Samantha. Thank you. Yeah, you're right, Rev. You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. But I'm trying to tell everybody how to deal with them haters, man. Listen, it is what it is. Be in the building. What's up, Boston Heavy? Samantha said, why can't people just see you happy and succeed and live in happiness? Because everybody is not happy for your success. Believe it or not, it's usually people close to you that are not happy for your success. I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys, I told you the story last time. I had to tell my dude about his mom's. Like, yo, your mom's is not allowing you to progress. Sometimes it's someone close to you that is stopping your progression. And it's not maliciously. It's not all the time that it's malicious. Okay, I'm going to explain something to you. Sometimes when someone's holding you back, it's not malicious, and I'll explain why. You could have somebody holding you back because they need you. Because you've been together so long. I'm talking about your friend, your sister, your cousin, whatever it is. You've been together so long that if you progress, you're going to leave them, and they don't know what to do without you. So it's not malicious. It could be like a leech. Not a bad leech, but a good leech, if there is such a thing. They're leeching on you because they've needed you their whole life. You gave them substance. You gave them a purpose. You gave them power. So if you progress and you move to the other state for the new job, or you go somewhere else, you're gonna leave them, and they might not know what to like. And they've been so attached to you your whole lives that they may not know what to do without you. So they may be holding you back, not realizing it, because they need you. So you gotta look at from that point too. Sometimes it's not, they're not always hating. It's that, man, like, if you go over there, I'm over here by myself. What am I gonna do? Some relationships are like that, and I mean friendships. Some friendships are really like that, where you've been around the person so long, when that person goes away, you don't know what to do. Mission goal, exactly. They put more overtime to hate. It's real. And that's what I thought about. I was like, if they put all that time in, I'm going to acknowledge them. Those 5 people that gave the thumbs down, I'm going to acknowledge you right now. I love you to death. I hope and pray you got your passport. Come on down here, eat my wings, go back, write a bad report, but say what up to me while you're here, man. Give me a high five. I'm cool. Because they can't say it to their face. They're not built for that. Ralph, what up with you, baby? Good morning to you, man. Big homie Ralph in the building. Suave, so I'm supposed to be a... Hey, listen. Flip Flop will have them wings up and running. I was actually here this morning, before I started drinking, doing a little quick inventory. I've got to order a new batch of wings. The wings that I have here, I'm tossing. Not going to toss. I'm going to give them to people around here, probably my staff or whatever. These wings have been sitting in this freezer now for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not going to use them. 8 thumbs down. Man, I love it. They out today. They showing their true colors. Shout to the 8 thumbs down. It's all love. It's all love. Let me tell you from the bottom of my heart. If you took that much time to show me that love, to put that thumbs down, and you feel that way about me, I love you. I love you. Like I said, when I come through, get some wings, write a bad report, say I'm a bad guy, just give me a hug. It's all good. I have no hate. That's one thing about me. I have no hate in my heart. I dislike some people, but I'll never come out and say it as long as they don't disrespect me. But I have no hate in my heart. And that's where I've actually lost a couple friendships. Because let's say someone watching this right now, me and you were cool, right? And then we got, let's say Mike. We got Mike over there. You got a problem with Mike. But Mike never did nothing to me. So I'll be cool. I'll talk to Mike, kick it with Mike. He'll come to the bar, we'll kick it. But see, since you got a problem with Mike, you'll stay away. And you'll talk to me about Mike. And I'm like, my man, listen, whatever you got going, whatever he did to you, I can't co-sign it or defend it. But at the same time, he has not done nothing to me. I don't judge anybody. Until that person does me wrong, I'm good. So a lot of people don't like that because I'm open. So I have actually had people not mess with me. Oh, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but the friend of my enemy is my enemy. I'm a friend to everybody. As long as you don't do me dirty, we good. Like I said, I don't like everybody. As far as when I say like, I mean, there's people I can't stand to be around for a long period of time, but as long as they don't do nothing crazy, I'll be around them. We just won't be around each other for hours and hours and hours. I'll make myself scarce. But I'm one of those people where, and I've been in situations like this, where a group of people did not like a certain person, and that person came with me to a party or something like that, and we out hanging out, and people are like, why are you with him? I'm like, man, he didn't do nothing to me. I don't know what happened with y'all. I have no idea what happened. I wasn't around, but when he's with me, he's A1. Everything's cool. So you can't expect me to dislike him because you don't like him. Now, if he does something to me, then okay, I see what you were talking about. But most of the time, these people that I'm talking about, that I've been around, have never done anything to me for me to be like, I'm not messing with them. Never. I've never had one instance where a person said, I don't rock with them. And if I'm rocking with the person, I find out the person said it's true. Never had it. It's never happened. I've seen things, you know what I'm saying? But around me, they've never done nothing. With me, they've never done nothing. And to me, they've never done anything. So I got to give a person the benefit of the doubt. And I'm a fair person. As I said, I don't judge. Okay, I may judge this much, but I don't judge. So for me, if you have a problem with somebody and I'm hanging with that person, or that person's around at the bar, we kicking it, and you don't like them, that's between you and them. I'm gonna be Greg at all times. I'm gonna open, I'm gonna conversate. It is what it is. Let me catch up with these comments real quick. Walking the DR right now. Money Mike says, May is not a hater. Felicia Jordan in the building. What's up, love? May is not a hater. And that's a fact, James. Most of the haters do not have a passport. That is what it is. But we still love them, man. Come on. We're gonna turn the haters in the good people sooner or later. Don't worry about it. Art Brown. All right, hold on. Everybody, stop. No. No messages right now. Hold on. Art Brown just said, "What's up with the country opening?" Art, I have did so many videos on this. I just did one. I believe July 1st, the country's gonna open. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Art Brown, right there. You are number 44. You're number 44. You would have got a T-shirt if you're number 45. Of people who asked me after I did the video, when is the country gonna open? It's wild. I even told two dudes. I said, "You sub to my YouTube channel, bro. Like, did you not see the video?" Shout out to Art Brown. But July 1st, the airport's opening. Jarrell, I appreciate that, Jarrell. I appreciate that, Jake. Ken in the building, Punta Cana. Yeah, you got to make, yeah, listen, haters got to motivate. It is what it is. But I just wanted to say that because I think from this point on, we should no longer talk negative about haters. We should empathize and feel a certain way about them. Say, hey, I feel sorry for you. I understand how you feel. If my life was miserable, I would hate too. And we should be happy for them because they're looking at you hating. They're spending their time hating on you because they want to be like you. They want to live like you. They want to have the things you have, whatever it is, your job, your lifestyle, whatever it is. So you should be happy for them that, okay, you hate me, but I've given you guidance to a better life. That's how I'm going to view things from now on. Lorenz said, Queens get the money, you already know. Yeah, listen, it was so wild. I didn't even know Big Spew didn't come on, but my excuse with Taylor Made, and it was messed up. I told him right when the lights went out. My excuse with Taylor Made was I told him the lights. I had no lights. I watched the show. It was a dope show. He held it down. I'm just mad I wasn't there, man. We had talked about it the whole time we were hanging out. 905, what up? JJ, I'm good, man. Slow motion. Get it together. Uh-oh, Money Mike. Mayor got bodied. I got to go back and watch Mayor's show tonight. He got bodied. LJ Lenny, what's good, baby? Oh, so there's something else. Let me catch up these comments. Something else I wanted to ask you guys. Because, you guys mean, your opinion means everything to the channel. Genocide. Yeah, what they did was, genocide was, they stopped doing passports because of the lack of staff. That's all it's about with the passports. They don't have enough staff to run the passport, so they stopped doing them for a short period of time. I think they'll start doing them soon as things start opening back up. Oh, Jarrell, I'm 1,000% sure the haters will be part of the members channel. The members. I'm 1,000% sure, but I'm not worried about it. Let them join. Long as support the channel, it's good. Bumpy Johnson, what up? Curl was good. I like that. Joel, D in the building. Morning to you, D. Earn money, appreciate that $5. Yeah, let your haters be motivated. You already know earn money. Definitely. Gary, so you said my birthday or Halloween, which one will be better? They'll both be huge. I know for a fact Halloween's gonna be out of this world. Even people who don't know me, who are not gonna deal with flip-flop. But my birthday will be huge because a lot of people have heard about my birthday. As I told you guys years ago, me and my sister were doing in Atlanta. People came from all over the country. Now it's big down here in DR with myself, my sister still doing in Atlanta. And more people know about it now. I'm on year 7. I'm on year 8 of doing my birthday in DR. And it has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So I believe my birthday will be big too, especially this year. And by the way, shout out to you guys for Memorial Day. Please be safe this Memorial Day. I know everybody want to do barbecues and all that. Just be safe, guys. So I would say Halloween's going to be huge. My birthday should be big as well. I think a lot of people who can't make Halloween will try to make my birthday. Exactly, Steven. Negative discourages others. That's all they do. I'm trying to encourage and motivate. That's all I want to do. People get paid to troll? Wait a minute, William. Can you get me a link? I want to troll. I want to get paid to troll. Yeah, I know you can't please everyone. It's the same as the restaurant. It is what it is. No, Samantha, difference of opinion I'm cool with. Difference of opinion I'm straight with. It's when you're blatantly hating and wishing bad on a person. Difference of opinion is, and I don't know if I told you guys, I think it was last week, I was on Facebook and this guy asked a question about the street hustlers selling stuff. And I said, well, you know, they're worried about eating right now. They're not really worried about making new trinkets for you and stuff like that. You know, there's other things, there's bigger things than making new items to sell. And he went back, and I was like, no disrespect. Exactly how I started the conversation. No disrespect. He was like, no disrespect taken, but you're ignorant. That's the difference of opinion. And I was like, well, you don't got to talk to me like that. You keep that same energy when you see me. That's the difference of opinion. Hate is when you just want bad on somebody. Hate is when you're trolling and you just want to, Now, here's the thing. I stepped away from that Facebook conversation. He got hit in the head by everybody on that Facebook group. Because they was all like, what do you mean? Like, what do you want people to sell on the beach? You know what I'm saying? And they got at him. So I ain't having nothing. That's the difference of opinion. Hate is just when you're just going at somebody for no apparent reason other than you dislike that person. And you dislike that person for no apparent reason other than you're miserable. Most haters are miserable, guys, believe it or not. Adrian said, church, you already know. Buddha in the building. Sean Ford, you already know. Norberto, that's facts. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with successful people. They bring positive giving and drive to succeed. I agree with that. Now, I'm going to get back into the comments. I want to ask you guys a serious question. Because like I said, your opinion matters. So I was thinking of starting another channel based on sports, right? But right now, we're almost at 8,000 subscribers right now. Shout out to you guys. Or I was thinking of just doing a separate show, maybe once a week, twice a week. Once a week for now, twice a week when sports get going again, on just sports. Nothing having to do with DR, no simp talk, none of that stuff. Just straight sports. If you think I should start another channel, press 1. If you think I should just do sports talk, a show on this channel, press 2. I'm debating with myself now because if I do a whole nother channel, I've got to get people to subscribe and come in. Or I could just stay on this channel and add sports talk to one of my, I do it a different day than all my other lives and videos. So you guys, I'm asking you guys on here, the 181 of you right now, even the 8 haters, press 1 if I should start a new channel, or 2 if I should keep the sports talk on this channel. Abdul, what up? You already know. Spencer, them wings. Oh, whoa. Spencer, them wings is fire, baby. Rich, like I said, me and Taylor were together earlier. We were together that day. We were drinking a lot. I went to another spot. I didn't go to my house. I went to another spot, and the lights went out. So I couldn't join the live. That was my fault. I was so pissed. I told Taylor, man, I'm so sorry. I got no lights. And I could have used my phone, but the problem is you wouldn't have seen anything but dark because the whole block was blacked out. Lights were out for probably like 5-6 hours. So that's what happened to me with the live. Anytime I'm doing any live from this point on, or any shows, it's going to be at my house because I have backup power. So I was kind of pissed about it, but, I even told Taylor I was really mad I missed it. Chris sending me something. That's my man. Yeah, so that's what happened with the show. It's my fault. But like I said, for next time, I will definitely be in my house. King, what's good? Mayor always got his shirt off. Facts. Misery love company, Buddha. Misery love company. Whoa, Dave, hail to the rescue. Shout out to you. Yeah, listen, 8 thumbs down. I need the thumbs down. I need those. Like I said, we got to even it out. It's all good. Fly him high. You already know. Flip fly. I keep forgetting. Introduce myself. A.K.A. Mr. Red Cup. A.K.A. Big Spew Sidekick. You already know. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, listen, Samantha, we always going to go up. We always going to go up. Thurmundo, what's good with you, man? You ain't putting no videos out in a while, Thurmundo. What's going on? I'll be staying tuned, man. I'll be staying tuned. Greg, shout to Greg, man. From Greg to Greg, shout to you. Andy, what's worse, a hater or a simp? There is no worse because they have two different motivation factors. A simp's motivation is a woman. A hater's motivation is he doesn't like you and he's miserable. What time is it right now? I think I'm behind on these. I'm behind these comments. I'm good, y'all. I'm definitely good. Exactly, Anita. Never let anyone. You said steal, but I'm gonna say steal your joy. I was the third grade spelling bee champ, Anita. No, it's all good, Spencer. Don't worry about it. Everybody's thirsty to get it back. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Shout out to you, Edgar. Yeah, I stay positive. Listen, I've got to be nothing but positive at all times. I mean, I want to say something that I think I've said before, but maybe you guys didn't grasp the concept. I have my problems. I have my issues. There are times when I'm down. But my positivity and the way I carry myself and the way I deal with my issues on my own allow me to be this person you see in front of you right now. When I say I have by myself meetings and I talk to myself, that's straight like that. There's no lie about it. Me and myself sit down and we talk. I've actually had some great show ideas that I wish I wrote down because me and myself were talking about some show ideas, but I didn't write them down because we went to a whole nother conversation. But don't think that, oh, I'm perfect and I'm always positive at all times. I get down every now and then. I mean, you have your moments. You know, I've been through a lot in my life. You have your moments. I mean, listen, Devon, he knows. I speak to him sometimes personally, like, hey, you know, I'm feeling this type of way right now. And he'll talk me off the cliff. You know, and I don't always need him to talk me off the cliff. It's just that it's good to talk to somebody. It's good to speak to somebody because that's what he does, social work. So it's good to speak to somebody that's not going to judge you. Cousin Felix, it's good to speak to somebody sometimes that's going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to tell you in a negative way what you need to hear, but I'm going to tell you, pull your skirt up. Let's go. And I need that because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be the first one to tell you. I've had guys pour their heart out to me. And I'm easy with it, but I say also, hey, sometimes you got to understand where this is going. And I motivate you, but also you got to be honest. So I need some people honest with me sometimes, and I go through my stuff, but my positive attitude is 24/7. So when I go through my things and I need my alone time and I just be by myself with my wine, whatever it is, or just sitting there just listening to music, I build myself back up. You know, I think the problem we all have by adding that, even that little bit of negativity into your life is you allow yourself to be torn down. Whether it's you tearing yourself down, whether it's someone else tearing yourself down, you allow yourself to be torn down. I will never allow myself to be torn down. I tear myself down more than anybody could. So for me, it's all about chiseling and building myself back up. You know what I'm saying? I get my moments, but I work through it because my mindset is always positivity, positivity, positivity. For every negative is a positive. I just showed you guys how to turn your haters into positivity. I just showed you that. I just made all the haters positive. Who the hell can do that? I did. We're no longer going to be mad at the haters. We're no longer going to waste negative energy on the haters. We're going to empathize. We're going to feel, I understand where you come from. I feel sorry for you. I understand your pain because your life is miserable. But I'm happy for you, the positivity. I'm happy for you because you get to hate on someone like me. You understand? That's where we're at. How they say it? You understand? Oh, Brian, that's what's up. You got to improve your Spanish, man. Listen, this is the time we all should be improving ourselves. Willie Wiggins, listen. Perfect. He said they can't hate too much if they're on the channel. Obviously, they need the information. Listen, they hate in silence. They hate in silence. Josh, what up, big homie? They hate in silence. So they're here for the info. Listen, they watching right now. But they hating because, they need, you're right, they need the info. They're like, so when's the spot opening up again? When are those wings going to be ready again? Yeah, it's cool. Thumbs down. Cool. It's all good. Balance to the universe. Harold, August, definitely come through. It's all good, Haywood. It's all good. Yeah, Buddha, my homie Buddha, BX. You made 2 live shows in a row. You already know. Sean Ford, everything should be open July 1st. Everything. Except, I'm sorry, excuse me. Not the clubs, not the beach. I think the beach is going to be a while. Beach is going to be a while. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I don't know did I say this during Simp Talk? Okay. Real quick for you guys that are watching, I'll catch up on the comments. Just so you guys understand, go back to the DR travel video, look at the dates and the phases. Just so you guys understand, and Third Mundo, being Dominican, living here, I'm sure he can attest to this. The plan, the phases, is political. Has nothing to do with health. Has nothing to do with money. It's political. I'm gonna explain to you why. And like I said, maybe Third Mundo can co-sign this, or he could talk against it. The presidential election is in July. If you look at the plan, everything stops at June. So what this president is doing, since he knows he's going to be out, he's opening the economy this much so he can be known as the guy who reopened the economy. But he's out of office on August 10th or August 15th. He's out of office when the new president gets sworn in. So the phases says August 24th because he won't be here anymore. So it's political because he's the guy who opened the economy this much, bringing things back a little bit. But he won't be the guy who opens the beaches, clubs, and bars and discos because if something happens, he won't be held responsible for it. So this is all political. If he had another couple-year term, he might have opened everything up. Who knows? But it has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with health. Has everything to do with politics. He wants to be the guy. And shout to Omari who opened my eyes to that. I didn't even realize that's what it was until I sat there and realized the dates, how everything was formed. He wants to be the guy who opens the economy, but he don't want to be the guy to open the clubs and leave everything open. And they say the new administration does the Trump and says, look what he did in the last administration. He's the reason everybody's sick. Look at that. So he's playing the political game. That's all it is. Texas in the building. I am the king. What's up with you, baby? I like that name. Making that grilled cheese. I love a good grilled cheese. Woo. Decatur where it's great. I used to live in Decatur. Shout out to Alex. YouTube troll. Just Google. I need a Google troll job. I need that. Spencer, my birthday is November 18th. The weekend of November 18th. Shout out to you, man. You know what's all love, brother. 40 in the building. Glenn, you have no idea how much I miss Club Miami. YouTube troll, can you please send me an email so I can get paid to troll people? Please, I want that job. Listen, in front of 180 people right now on this live, send me the link so I can troll people for money. I'm good at it, and I talk mega-ish. Please, let's go. Brian, what's good with you, baby? I didn't say Byron this time. A simp channel. I didn't say a simp channel. All right, so I got one, Deion Taylor. All right, so I got a lot of twos. So basically, it's cool if I add a sports show onto this channel. All right, that's what I'll do then. I'm gonna get things together because sports is coming back, and you guys know my as I told you guys, people they call me the owl over here in Flip Flop. And my sports acumen is crazy, especially football. So I'll separate a particular day just for sports talk. For you guys, I know some of you guys don't care about sports, are not into sports, but I will do sports talk just for on the side. The Gooch, what up, Johnny Flacco? Okay, so Johnny Flacco, we're gonna start sports talk right now, real quick, 2 seconds. The Cowboys are gonna go 8-8, and you're gonna fold and give Dak a bunch of money. 2 of your players are going to be suspended for drug violations. One's going to beat his wife during the season. That's all you need to know about the Cowboys. Yeah, Mission, no, that's why I asked, because I may have people on here. Like I said, we're almost at 8,000 subs. One thing I can say is when I did the NFL draft, for you guys that were with me during the NFL draft, I got a lot of love for that. People were emailing me, messaging me saying you need to do a whole sports section, but I said I'll wait. And, sports wasn't around, so I kind of had time to think about it. But now that sports is coming back, I'm like, well, you know what? I can dedicate 1 day a week just to sports, and maybe 2 days as sports start rolling, because things are coming back slowly but surely in the next 3 weeks. 1 day a week we talk sports, then we do like a Monday morning quarterback type thing. We talk about everything happened over the weekend. I'm a sports guy. That's what I do. If you hear Flip Flop, that's what I do anyway. So it'll be kind of dope, Maybe we'll do some lives from Flip Flop. I appreciate that, Ryan. Like I said, I'm asking you guys, because the reality is your opinion counts, because you guys are the ones that support me. You guys are the ones that are here with me every time we do these lives, all my videos. Apex, I have really hot. If you want, I have Buffalo, which is hot, but I have really, really hot if you want. I have a special hot sauce we make. Friday Night Lights, okay. That might be the name right there. Thank you, D. See, my homie D, he don't even realize this is my man. Like, this is a very good friend of mine. And I have a few guys that are friends, like Steven, Ryan. I have guys that are my friends, Chris, Zeke, all those guys. I've guys that are like really, I call them super friends. And I respect everything, their opinions, everything they say. So you guys have voted. He gave me the title, Friday Night Lights. There you go. So that'll be the title of the first sports show. We'll go with that. King, that boxing match ain't going down, man. Do you know the insurance that they'd have to have for a Tyson versus Holyfield fight? Dudes being over 50 years old. That's a hell of an insurance policy you got to take out, brother. Rip Young, what up? The Gooch, of course. The Simple can be a hater too, but his reason for hating is different. That's all. No, I need it. It's all good. I told you, third grade spelling bee champ. So every time I see words, I'll be like, oh, I gotta fix that. So Genocide asks, which do I recommend for a tourist? Should we just bring money we think we need, and exchange it and keep it in the safe, or do we have access to draw out cash? I'm gonna tell you like this. I would bring a certain amount of cash on me, and you have that in your mind as your budget. But have a card on you too to go to the ATM if you need more money. Excuse me. When I did my first couple trips, and this is a little tidbit for you guys. My first couple trips, I had cash on me. I remember probably like 2,000 cash, if I can remember, because each trip was like 8 days, something like that. So I had like $2,000 cash. Midway through the trip, I went to the ATM just to pull more money out, and it was remember, it's pesos. Go get pesos and see what happens with the rest. Like, see what I do with the pesos. Then I touch the cash again. I did the same thing in Colombia. It's just how I motivate myself to how I spend my money. Okay, I got this amount of cash. There's no worries about my cash. Let me go to the ATM. Let me get some of those pesos out. Don't touch, and that's also make sure my ATM card works. Don't touch the cash. Use whatever I get out the ATM. Blow through that. Okay, now I still got this cash left. Boom. And now I know, am I over budget? Am I under budget? Do I got to go back to the ATM before I leave? So I do both. I would keep cash on me, but also midway through the trip, go to the ATM to see, make sure your card works. Sometimes you got to call your bank. Make sure your card works just in case for emergency, which that's what Colombia I did. And also have that cash still left over. So I kind of do both. Bring enough cash with you. Make sure you're able to use your ATM card as well. Adrian, yeah. Oh no, Third Mundo. Listen, hold on. I got all the stuff ordered right here. So I'm with you. I got 3 pages of orders I'm waiting. So everything's slow, but it's picking up again. I was told by the company I deal with over here, deliveries are picking up fast. So you should be getting your stuff soon. Everything's kind of open back. Deliveries were coming the whole time, but they did tell me it was getting slower and slower because of how the mail's working and stuff. But you should be getting your stuff soon. All right. So Brent Cooper said, "I don't know a more logical time to be negative than this." But you know what, Brent? That's how you put yourself in a rut. A time like this, find the positive. Yes, there's a lot of negativity in this. People have lost their jobs. Money's tight. Listen, I could go under. I could go under, but you know why I'm not thinking about it? I've created a plan to push it above and beyond where I was before. You know, so you can be negative, but it won't help the situation. Negativity won't stop the row. I'm not gonna say the because I think YouTube is knocking me off for saying it. Negativity won't stop the row. It won't stop what's going on. So all you can do is be positive and fix your mindset to decide if you are going to focus on being better when this is over, focus on fixing things as it goes on, and when it's time for you to get back, jump back on stage and be that person, or you're just gonna sit there and sulk and be like, woe is me. I hate that woe is me. Because for all the woe is me, there's a million things you could have did rather than sit there and sulk and talking about, I can't do this, I can't do that. I will tell you one thing that people don't realize. Your energy is everything. If you're negative, negative things is going to come to you. If you're positive, positive things are going to come to you. It's just how it works. It's your energy. If you're down all the time, let me tell you something. Every time you talk negative to yourself and think down on yourself and tell yourself bad things, your body feels it. You know it because you have things inside of you that your thoughts control. Every time you feel you can't do something, 9 times out of 10, you can't because you told yourself you couldn't. And your body's like, well, we can't do it. Mind, body, we can't do it because he said we can't do it. So we already convinced ourselves we can't. Funny story. The first time I ever bench pressed, I think it was 450 pounds. First time ever. I didn't even want to do it. But then I went. We had a workout. That was the end of the workout. Maxing out real quick. So my boy's twice my size. He's twice my size. And I was big. He knocked that 450 out with nothing. So I looked in the mirror and I told myself, this is 225. Do it. It's nothing. Don't think about 450. It's 225. We're gonna focus on 225. So right then and there, I threw 450 out the window. I had to tell myself 45 times. And I counted it because this is real. I had to really psych myself out and tell myself, this is 225. I kept looking in the mirror at myself, 225. It's 225. After I just saw this monster lift it, I had to tell myself this. Got under that bench. I said, do me a favor. Don't let me lift it. You lift it, and when I got it, I'm going to yell to you, and I got it. Because what I didn't want to do is get that struggle. You get that struggle off that bench. I didn't want that. I wanted freedom from the bench, and I wanted to hold that 450, bring it down, push it up. I had it in my mind it was 250. So by him lifting it, I have no extra weight and pressure on me right now until he lets it go. He lifted it. I got it. I did 2 reps. Boom. Threw it on there. Felt like a truck hit me at the end of the day. 450 pounds hurts. But I psyched myself out. And I told myself, this is 225. So anything you tell your body, you can do. Now, I was strong back then. I probably could have did the 450. But mentally, I was not prepared to do 450 pounds. I just wasn't. Mentally, 450 would have probably killed me. Apex, there's people all over the place, baby. Johnny Flocka, if you bring me any cowboy stuff, we got beef. Me and you got beef. And you my man, Johnny. Shout out to all the Cowboy fans. I feel sorry for all of y'all. The Cowboy fans are the real haters. Let's feel sorry. Let's empathize with all Cowboy fans. Yo, yeah, sometimes I'm talking 8 different voices. Me too. 40. Okay, you know what? I'm going to watch the show tonight. I tried to watch last night, but that's when I actually dozed off to sleep. I'm going to watch the show tonight. I hear you, Third Mundo. I hear you. Oh, Simon, people have hated on the wings before many times. Enough shots. You late. It's all good. We still here. Hey, Hemrock. Listen, shout to my peoples. I love you guys. So I got the subway map, and the first thing I said was, it was supposed to be in the bar, supposed to be in flip flop, but I said nah. I gotta frame this, throw this in the crib, because I haven't seen the subway map in so long, and I was like, no, this goes in the house, and that's just my ode to New York. I'm a New Yorker to death. If you guys saw my table, I think I put it on Instagram. My table's the skyline of New York, Empire State Building, all that. That's dope. Shout out to cousin Felix. He found that table for me. Then I got the subway map in there. I got little small paintings of New York all around. So I'm New York to the heart till I die. So I needed that. Let me fill my cup real quick. I needed that. So we drinking Merlot. We drinking Merlot. Let me get this shit out. I had to get 2 small bottles. The store that had big bottles. See what I mean? They be running out of Merlot. That's one. They be running out of Merlot real quick. So let me catch up on these comments. May is my boy, man. But you got, see, Mayor's a different dude. So I let he does him, and I love what he does. Mayor's a different dude. Everything should be opened up July 1st, man. Just not the clubs and stuff. Ralph, what up? Yeah, you booked. It's gonna be popping. So there you go. Third Mundo group, man. Like I said, he lives here. He's Dominican. As I told you guys, all the dates are political. So that's what it's looking like right now. But so maybe when the new president gets in August, I think 5th or 10th, whatever the date it is in August, maybe things open up faster. Who knows? We'll see. Let's do it, Reggie. You already know. You know what? Give me a second. I'll do that, Gary. I'll do that. Hey, Mr. Copacetis, Seahawks got a squad, man. I love me some Russell Wilson, baby. I told everybody I love that guy. 40, the Jets, the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan till I died. I can't stand that damn team right now. Adam, I do play every now and then when I get invited. We did do it wasn't a flip-flop league, but it was like a league that we did here in DR. And it just so happened all the guys that were part of the fantasy draft, at least 80% of us, were here. So we did a fantasy draft in flip-flop. So I try to get on every now and then. William, I don't think you'd be flying in June 4th. I don't think so. A1, I saw the Capone movie. It's all right. It's about Capone in his last days. He's suffering from syphilis. He's crazy. I could do a movie. I could do a TV show and movie channel too. I might do that too. I could do a TV show and movie channel. Tell you guys about all these movies. Jose Lopez, que lo que. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. Mangoes, brother. Where they at? They out there. All right, so look, y'all. Johnny Flacco just challenged me. He said, friendly wager, and that's my boy. I love him. If the Cowboys beat the Giants, I got to drink from a Cowboys cup on Sunday service. That's a bet, Johnny. That's a bet. You've been trying to get me to drink from that cup for about 2 years now. So that's a bet with Johnny Flacco. If the Cowboys beat the Giants, I got to drink from the Cowboys cup on Sunday service when the season happens. So, all right, Johnny, we got a bet. Say no more. He going to bring the biggest Cowboys cup he can find. Yeah, Tyson looking good, but guys, I'm sorry. Do you guys understand that sporting events are covered by insurance? Though it will make money, not many. You know how much that insurance is going to be? That may be like a $10 million insurance policy to have two 50-year-olds in the ring boxing. If you remember, they didn't want to let George Foreman box until he went through a whole bunch of medical tests because they were like 50 years old boxing. I don't know. Shout out to Howard. Eagles got a decent schedule. Brian, appreciate that, Brian. Granddad versus Steve. I'm done with some of y'all comments. Yes, King said it. Notify your bank you're traveling, especially Chase Bank. Chase will cut you off and you'll be on the phone for 2 hours trying to get your car restarted. Definitely notify your bank. 40, the fees are crazy, but it depends who you have. Some banks offer free, they kick the fees back. I know I had Federal Credit Union did it. Wells Fargo gave me my fees, my international fees back. Bank of America gave me my fees back if I used Scotia because they're the same umbrella. So you got to find out. You got to call your bank and find out. The bank will tell you everything you need to know about your international fees, because what happens is you may pay an ATM fee and your bank will charge you another international fee. So you may end up paying like $11 for, you may pay ATM strip club prices just to get some money out. So you got to check on that. I would contact your bank first. We got that bet, Johnny. We got it. Maiori, que lo que? Johnny, well, the NBA right now looks like he's going to Disney World. They cancel Vegas. They're gonna go to Disney World, and it's supposed to be that the NBA meeting is this week. The owners meeting is this week. It's supposed to be only playoff teams because they're saying that it makes no sense to bring back every single team. Remember, it was 11 games left in the season. Some had 20 games, something like that. I might be off. But start with playoff teams only. Play round robin. Appreciate that, 40. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, for the merch, Derek, thank you. He asked me to sell merchandise. For the merch, so in Flip-Flop, at Flip-Flop, I have masks, Flip-Flop masks. I have T-shirts, Flip-Flop, and Paradise Life. I have all of it. In DR, though, at this moment, shout to Cousin Felix, shout to Doc. We are working on getting it in the States so you guys can order. I'll have an email hopefully this week. You guys can order, and we'll ship it to you if you're in the States. And when you come down to DR, if you want something while you're here, I have all the merch available. If you need special sizes, just let me know in advance. I can order it. But for stateside, for shipping and stateside, if you want shirts and stuff like that, customized shirts, Paradise Life or Flip-Flop, whatever it is, I'll have that email hopefully this week. And as far as being a member, if someone decides to be a member, you will get discounts on merch as well. We're working it out now. We're just finalizing some stuff, and then we'll have the email out there to you guys and the shipping prices and the prices, and you guys can order. So the merch is here in Dominican Republic. I have tons of shirts, tons of stuff, but obviously you guys aren't here. For you guys that want to order, we'll have that hopefully this week. I can almost guarantee this week you will have an email so you guys can order merch. Gaines Nation was good. Sean Truth, what up? Listen, the sports betting, you already know. Woo! I'm on that. Yeah, I was a big dude, man. 450, yeah. I was a big dude. I was a very big dude. I maxed out at 465, and I'll tell you what happened. So the next week we came back to the same gym, my boy's gym in Long Island. I used to do little gym tours and stuff. Shout out to Rich. We used to go to tours over in Atlanta, all over the place, do different gyms. Put on a show, basically. Rich, my man, he was small. I was bigger. So he was gaining weight, I was losing weight. And we would do all those crazy bar exercises. And then they see this little skinny guy, not skinny, but smaller than me, lift the same weight as me. We had to dust off the 150-pound dumbbells. It was wild. We put on little shows and stuff, kind of like to get free, going to the gym for free type stuff. But it was little shows and people started watching us. So it was kind of dope. It was before the big social media buzz. Otherwise, I guess we'd have had a bunch of videos out there. It was kind of dope. We would have fun with it. You see my big ass on the bar. I'm 260 at the time, muscle, but 260. He was like 160, lifting the same weights I was lifting, if not sometimes more. This dude was actually super strong. So my max was 460. We came back the next week. I did 465. We added 15 pounds. I probably we called it the road to 500. We were going to 500 pounds, right? So this dude stepped to me in the gym after I did 465. Now the 465, I was just like, let's go. Did one rep, got it up, knocked it out. I didn't really have to psych myself out because after I did 450, mentally I was like, let's just keep going. Strength-wise, I knew I was there. It's just that, bracing yourself. But the problem is when you put all that weight on you, it feels like you were hit by a truck. Like when you're done, you're in pain. Because imagine 400 something pounds above you. You're holding that up with your arms and the pressure. So when you bring it down, that pressure to push, that's a lot of weight. So it hurts. When you're done, it hurts. It feels like a truck hit you. So I did the 465, 1 rep. And this little guy, about maybe 5'8", walks up to me, but he's huge. And he goes, "Let me ask you a question. Did you win an award? Are you competing? Did you get girls? Did you get money for this? What are you doing this for?" And I was like, "Nah." So he went on for about 10 minutes. And he's like, "What do you like? Is your goal to power lift? Are you going to a competition? Is there a sponsorship available? What's going on?" And I was like, "Nah." So I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. What are you talking about, bro? And he's like, "So what the hell did you do that for?" And I was like, and he said, "Ego. You did that for ego. And you know what? Your ego's gonna get you injured." He goes, "Look at me." And this dude was built. He was rock solid. He goes, "I don't lift over 225 pounds. I don't work out with dumbbells over 30 pounds. You look good." He's like, "But look at me." And I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker." He was jacked. And so I'm like, "All right." So he pulled me to the side. He said, "I've watched you work out. You know what you're doing." He said, "But you're too busy worrying about your ego than worrying about your body." He's like, "You can look really good and not lift all that weight." He was like, "I can probably bench press 400 right now, but I won't. Unless you gave me a couple $1,000s, I won't bench 400 pounds." And he had to kind of talk to me. And I was like, "Okay, I listen," because I'm working out with dudes that are big. I'm working out with dudes twice my size. I'm a big dude and dudes are twice my size. Shout to KC, shout to Leo. Them dudes are twice my size. And I'm working out with them all the time. And most of the dudes I went to Ohio gyms, all these different gyms, these dudes are like my man Rich, he's smaller than me, but he's strong. And there was certain exercises he did better than me. But most of the time I'm working out with dudes bigger than me because I was always the smallest guy. So maybe a little bit of ego, But then he broke it down to me. He was like, "Put your ego to the side, lift the weights, make your body accept the movement you're doing, and you'll get it." So a lot of stuff we do is ego, believe it or not. And once I put that ego to the side, now I'm doing 200 pushes a day, couple curls, try to do some shoulder presses. My shoulders started acting up. I dislocated both shoulders before, twice. So my shoulders started acting up, so I just did it, killed that. But I'm doing curls, push-ups, couple sit-ups, not really much because I want to lose the weight before I do all these sit-ups. Sit-ups mean nothing if you're fat, so just so you know. So ego is a lot when it comes to working out, and you got to put your ego to the side sometimes. So that's why I had to, and that was a long time ago. Don't get it wrong. I think I did 225 in the gym 2 months ago, and I was excited. I did 10 reps. I was like, whoa, like that was exciting to me. Gooch, 405 is B. Anything over 300 is B status, honestly. Anything. Well, Chili Willie in the building. Chili Willie in the building. Anything over 300 pounds is B status, and I say that because you will never do too many things where you're lifting 300 pounds. You won't. I did the leg press. I did 1,000 pounds on a leg press before. I did over 1,000, but 1,000 was my kind of rate, my norm. Where I used to love legs. Not now. I don't. I just walked 4 miles the other day, and I couldn't walk all of. I did 4 miles on Friday. I walked 4 miles on Friday, and I couldn't even walk on Saturday. My legs hurt so bad. I'm gonna walk tomorrow. My legs. I'm gonna do my 4-mile walk tomorrow. I just started walking, but 300 pounds is a beast because you will never move anything with 300 pounds. Like you just won't. Not without help. I slipped a disc back in 07, 08. I was damn near paralyzed for 2 days. I slipped the disc. I couldn't move. During the workout, I didn't feel it, but the next day I woke up, I couldn't move my legs. That's temporary paralysis because I deadlifted like 400 pounds and slipped something and I got messed up. So that's scary. So for me, keep your strength. I'm older now. I'll be 42 this year. I don't even plan on benching 300. I don't plan on going over 225. I just don't. I'm good. And 225 is a farce. 225 is if I'm feeling great, let me get in the gym and let me get a spot. Boom, boom, boom. That's for what? I got nice size. I can do push-ups and get a nice size. Muscle memory is a mother, so I'm good. Oh, Jackson Jeter in the building. Giants 12-4. Rip, why you bugging, bro? Giants are going undefeated this year. Stay tuned for the sports show, and I'll tell you why. Reggie Smith, them wings will be ready, baby. Harlem in the building. Marcus, I will be open. All right, so for you guys right now, I will be open next week. I'm not going to say the date. I'm going to post the date. I will be open. Cloven, it definitely will be safe to go to the gym. It definitely will. They might not even let a bunch of people in at the same time. Act Lyles, what up? All right, November 12th. You already know. Oh, truths. I didn't use steroids, brother. Sorry. I've always been I worked my body. I had my first weight set. Shout out to my dad. My first weight set at 11 years old or 10 years old. He bought me a weight set because he saw I was interested in athletics. So I know how to work. See that right there? Look, that's the hate right there. See that truth aid? That's the hate. But I love them. And you know what? I might go use some steroids. I'm older now. I need some testosterone. I taught people how to use it. I train bodybuilders. I might as well use it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Believe it or not, 80% of the people that use steroids or testosterone and things above that level are people like me, average people. Athletes do not use it as much. They use other things, obviously, but it's for us, cosmetic. Like a woman has makeup, a man has steroids. So the way he thought he was steroids, hell of a drug. I did 400 pounds of steroids. Sorry, bro. I could challenge anybody to a push-up competition right now. I may not be able to do nothing tomorrow, but my max, I forgot. I think it was like 90-something push-ups or 100 push-ups, whatever it was, or 87, some 80, 90, or 100, something like that. I did one time, and I did another time a different number. So I'm not worried. Like, my strength is going to be there. Okay, so he said 2 movies, The Last Days of American Crime and The Old Guard. Okay, I got to check those out. Definitely got to check this out. Shout to my man Kelvin. Prime Video, I'm on it. What I do now is I watch Prime during the day because they have a lot of stuff I really like. And then I watch Netflix at night. Shout to that. That's dope. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Well, Glenn, I'm going to tell you something. And this is quick sports talk. Whoever guys got questions. As far as Baker goes, I had an argument with some Giants fans talking about we should have never drafted Baker because he was a questionable character. Baker was the number 2 cornerback in the draft, possibly number 1. Greedy Williams had a problem too. DeAndre Baker gave up 0 touchdowns his last year in the SEC against the best SEC wide receivers in college football. The SEC. He gave up 0 touchdowns his last year. He actually was the best corner. Problem was, he has an attitude problem. Coaches said he doesn't, and they were honest. They said he gets in his mode, and you saw it during the season. He gets in his mode. He don't want to listen to nobody. He does his own thing. But he gave up 7 touchdowns as a rookie. All I wanted to see was year 2 of good coaching. And Graham is a great coach from Miami that we got. He loves the blitz. And he loves man-to-man. DeAndre Baker is a great man-to-man. So my thing is with DeAndre Baker, hopefully he gets off. Team told him stay away. There's supposed to be some witnesses said that he did nothing. I hope so. But if you watched him in college, he was amazing. He was man-to-man with the best talent in college football and gave up 0 touchdowns. So that was the guy. But right now, we'll see what happens. Reginald, what's good, baby? Yes, I saw that, Buddha. Russell wants Antonio Brown. Listen, Antonio Brown needs to go to a team like that. Russell can control him. The vets can control him. The coach can control him. So that might be a good move. Oh, Gooch, stop. Fiesta wings. Man, I'm hungry now. Don't listen, remember, we've been closed. So I haven't had no wings either. Sounds good, 905. Sounds good. The Giants will beat the Cowboys this year. And my homie will be wearing a Giants hat. So Johnny Flacco, I got to drink out of a cup. You will be wearing a Giants hat and taking pictures in a Giants hat and posting it to your Facebook. Let's go. game on. If I got to do a whole show with a cup, you going to put some photos up with some Giants hat. The Jets just signed Joe Flacco? No way. I gotta go into my stash today. Bottle of Jack. Okay. Fox, what up with you? Flip-flop night. Nah, man. Just Greg, bro. Just Greg. Stephen and Main Street, number 45. Stephen and Main Street, number 45. Ask me, when can things open up? Stephen and Main Street, and maybe a lot of other guys do not watch my videos, but it's all love. July 1st, everything should be open up, except for beaches, bars, clubs. That won't be open for a minute, but the hotels will be open, restaurants will be open, and airports will be open. I believe that. Yeah, size don't mean nothing. It's all about how you work, how you train. Johnny Flacco, I think that's dope. Just do the playoff teams. We don't need to see the teams that are going to the lottery. I'm sorry, if anybody knows, I gotta look it up. I might have been off. Was it 11 games or 18 games left in the season? That was all it was. We know who's going to the playoffs. Put the 14 teams in there, let them play. I'm actually down with a round robin. I'm not mad at a round robin. Do a round robin or do it regular, and then let's get to the playoffs. This will be like the strike season when the Knicks lost to the damn Spurs in '99. But it'll be like the strike season. We lost some of the season, but we got the playoffs. You already know, Al. Me and Al be rolling deep out there. Porta Plata, oof, crazy. Mike Rashid, I gotta check that out. Exactly, Ray. The cells in your listen. It's your mind controls. And thank you, Ray, for putting that up there. Your mind controls everything, guys. I can't stress it to you guys enough. Your mind controls everything. Mind over matter at all times. If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's not BS. If you say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If you tell yourself it's going to go bad, it's going to go bad. Because you've already told yourself. You've already psyched yourself out for it. That just is what it is. It's not even up for discussion. No, Jackson Jeter, I'm not a boxer, man. Not a boxer at all. I know that's hard. Jay Mitch, what's good with you? I'm gonna figure that out, dude. I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes. I'm gonna start with one sports day, one sports show, just sports, and then I'll go to another sports show as sports start coming on. Creatine is good if you're working out, but the problem is too much creatine is bad for you. So you have to know how to measure your creatine levels, and creatine can affect your kidneys. Andy, 100%. And believe it or not, most men start adding at 30. I've had a lot of dudes start adding at 30. Third Mundo, exactly. Honey Badger. Listen, there are so many guys with character issues. Hold on. Cam Newton, character issue. Went to the Super Bowl, MVP of the league. Had one of the greatest seasons a quarterback ever had. I mean, character issues are there. It is what it is. You take a chance on the player. And if he pans out, he pans out. If he don't, okay, it was a bad pick. Happens. For every Cam Newton, for every Randy Moss, you got a Lawrence Phillips. It happens. Lawrence Phillips was a hell of a running back, if you guys don't know. He just wasn't all there his whole life. He was crazy. But as a running back, could have been one of the greatest running backs of all time. But mentally, he was messed up. It happens. All right, did we get some juice? I don't like needles though. And them pills tear your ass up. If you can give me like a what do you call that? A little finger prick, I'll take that. I don't like needles. KT in the building, what's up? Bengals prediction, I predict y'all to win 5 games. And I say 5 games only because of Burrow. You're gonna get a high pick again in the draft, but you're gonna have a decent season. You guys got to get things together. That's all it is. July 9th, you already know, Marcus. Reggie Smith, SEC is the NFL light. The G League of the NFL, you already know. The Bills, the only New York team. Oh, Vic, stop. I like the Bills, though. Stop. Flacco's a Jet. Oh, man, that's dope. 1 year, 4.6. Damn. That's crazy. Facts. My guys repeated it. You can believe you can achieve it. Jay Mitch said it. 90% mental, 10% physical. That's right. It's mental. But D. Hick, the problem is Cam Newton said he's not sitting the bench. So Cam Newton's got to go into a situation where he has a option to compete. He already said he's not sitting on the bench. Nah, we don't need Cam. Cam needs to go to a team. He don't need good wide receivers. He needs decent wide receivers. I thought the Patriots would take Cam. If you want the truth, I honestly thought the Patriots would take Cam Newton. That would be perfect. Cam, name a number 1 receiver on Cam's team when he went to the Super Bowl, his MVP year. Name a number 1 receiver. Please give me a number, and do not say, what's his name? Name a number 1 receiver. Google it if you must. Name the number 1 receiver for Cam when he went to the Super Bowl and won the MVP. And he had that amazing quarterback season. Google it. Name a number 1 receiver. Cam didn't have a number 1 receiver. Fox, I wish I could, but nah, I can't have no DJ. I play music though. I play music, little old school. Maybe get Steven on one of the twos. He had Olsen at tight end. Thank you, Jesse. Marcus, I believe the private beaches are accessible, but not. You can't do too much on it. I believe you're good with the private beaches. Yes. That 49er bad boy, they are working on it now. They are actually working on, and college is working on it now too, half stadiums, half full. They're working with no fans, but they're also trying to do half stadiums. He said Buffalo Bills have not won in the civil rights era. I'm so mad at you right now. Hey, they went to 4 straight Super Bowls, man. It ain't their fault. 4 straight Super Bowls. Oh, Eric, we're going to have to block you from this chat, bro. Don't talk bad. No Giants hate on the chat. Let me hate the Giants. See, there you go, Mr. Copacetic. That's what I was talking about. Do not say Ted Ginn Jr. He was like the number 3 option. He was terrible. He's a kick returner. He's never more than a kick returner. Ted Ginn Jr. was a kick returner and the 3rd option on that team. He did not have a number 1 receiver. None of those guys were number 1s. The guy who they drafted, Benjamin, was hurt. He was hurt the whole year. He came back like game 9, 10, and didn't even do anything. I read Eagles comments. I just try to ignore all y'all because NFC East, you know, I love you guys, but I hate you guys. I believe the Steelers will be good for Cam as well. I believe it. But I thought the Patriots would grab him. Mamba, Kelvin Benjamin was hurt the entire rookie season. That was his rookie season with Super Bowl. He came back like game 10 or 11, something like that. I think you can Google this. He had like 12 catches. He didn't do anything. Kelvin Benjamin's been a journeyman since that year. He didn't do anything. Cam carried that team. Yeah, Olsen kept them moving. No, Smith wasn't in that Super Bowl. Smith was already retired. When Cam had that season, Smith was already retired. Which is a shame because Smith would have been the number 1 receiver. But by that time, he went to the Ravens. And his career was pretty much over. Yeah, AJ, remember they had the 2 running backs, which were not great but good. And Cam was just doing his thing. Come on, I honestly thought Patriots would have grabbed him. And it's still early. Patriots may still take him. I'm not sold on the kid Stidham. The problem with Stidham was he did good at Auburn. We'll see. He's not a monster, but we'll see what happens. Maybe they work with him. Josh McDaniels could work with him. Yeah, Abdul with the adjustments. You got to remember something. I think Carolina just was overmatched in that Super Bowl. Honestly, they were just overmatched. Nah, Black Mama. None of those guys were number ones. Oh, Flocka, you mean it? Well, we'll see. We'll see how that works. Would I take Cam or Joe Flacco? Cam by far. Let me tell you a story about Joe Flacco. Get those likes up, y'all. Let me tell you a story about Joe Flacco. So, Baltimore wins the Super Bowl. Now, I was never a Joe Flacco fan, obviously. But I thought he was okay. And that Super Bowl year, Joe Flacco had probably the third best. All right, Super Bowl runs. I'm talking about Super Bowl runs. Okay? As quarterbacks. You got Eli, you got Ben, you got Flacco. And I mean quarterbacks that didn't have great seasons, but they performed in the playoffs. Those are I know it's like other quarterbacks as well, but those are the three guys that stand out in my mind. And Phil Simms as well, excuse me. Phil Simms had a great Super Bowl run too. And had amazing Super Bowl runs. Didn't do great in the season, but during the Super Bowl, during the playoffs and the Super Bowl, they showed up. So Flacco had one of the greatest Super Bowl runs ever. Go back and look at the stats. That year they won the Super Bowl. He had an amazing run. So when they won, I was like, man, okay. Flacco proved me wrong. You know what Baltimore fans told me? Do you know what Baltimore fans told me when he got all that money? Oh, we don't want that bum. We don't want him anymore. I said, he just won y'all the Super Bowl. Now, mind you, I'm a Giants fan. But Baltimore fans were complaining about Flacco. And they said, he's a bum. I'm telling you, he just had a good run. It was one good run. And I'm like, damn, y'all won the Super Bowl. Y'all hating the homie? Okay. You know what happened after they said that? He stunk it up. He stunk it up the rest of his career in Baltimore. Went to Denver, stunk it up. Now he's going to stink it up with the Jets. Eli wasn't trash. Eli was a playoff quarterback. The year that Plax shot himself, he had a great season. We were going. Listen, Giants were going back to back. I don't care what nobody says. Plax shot himself. It came tumbling down. But give me Eli in the fourth. You see what Peyton, what's his name? Tom Brady said. Give me Eli in the fourth quarter. Give me Eli at halftime with 2 minutes left. I'm scoring a touchdown. Eli at halftime, 2 minutes left. Eli in the fourth quarter, all day long. Eli in the playoffs, all day long. This is what Eli did. Now, Romo gave you 5,000 yards in the season, right? But he couldn't win nothing. Eli gonna give you 3,500, maybe 4,000. I think he had 4,000 like twice, 3 times. But he gonna win. I want that guy. I want the winner. Don't give me the guy who can give me 5,000 yards in the season, but can't win when I need him to win. Remember, I need you to win in the regular season to get me to the playoffs. But I need you to win the playoffs. Yeah, Eli and Flacco had great runs. Ben Roethlisberger had a great run. Remember, Eli and Ben Roethlisberger are the only quarterbacks ever to win all games on the road to get to the Super Bowl. Eli and Ben Roethlisberger, the only 2 quarterbacks of all time to win all road games to go to the Super Bowl. The only ones. Jeff Hostetler did this thing in a short run. Oh, my Aunt Charlotte. Shout to my Aunt Charlotte. 105 years old today. Tell her I love her, send her my love. Shout to Aunt Charlotte. 105 years old. Good Lord. Aunt Charlotte's still going. Kyle, but Foles got one. Kyle, Foles got one. Eli got 2. I can't argue with it. Yeah, Eli throws a lot of picks. I can't lie about that. All right, so this is why I want to do a sports show, because you guys try to test me all the time. Who are the top 5 quarterbacks right now in the NFL? I'm going to do them in order. I'm going to do them in order right now. Mahomes is number 1. Straight up, Mahomes is number 1. I'm kind of biased because I'm a Russell Wilson fan. Russ Wilson is number 2. Jackson, number 3. Jackson's going to be number 1 soon. Him and Mahomes gonna fight for the number one spot for many years. Trust me when I tell you, AFC championships are gonna be Jackson and Mahomes the way they used to be Brady and Manning. Trust me when I tell you, these two are gonna go at it for many years. So Jackson's number 3. I've got to put Brady number 4 because he's got more firepower on that Buccaneers offense than he's ever had in New England. He's got more firepower this year than New England's ever had the whole time he was in New England. So I got to put Brady number 4. Number 5, let me think real quick because I got to give it to I got to give the spot to somebody deserving. I can't put Big Ben number 5. He's not the same quarterback. Number 5. Give me a second on that one. I've got to think about it. Because I got it. The last spot got to go to somebody deserving. Aaron Rodgers. And the reason Aaron Rodgers is number 5, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. To me, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But I'm going to give it to Aaron Rodgers because he does more with less, like Brady did. But I'm also going to put him at number 5 because I think the team fucked him this year. Not getting a wide receiver in the draft, drafting a quarterback, and you have a Pro Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl quarterback, drafting a running back, you have a Pro Bowl running back, not getting him help to Devontae Adams, which Devontae Adams is the only guy on that team, honestly, besides the running back. So I'll put Rodgers there. Rodgers should be number 1, honestly. But Mahomes, I put Mahomes number 1. Rodgers is actually, I would not be surprised if Rodgers took a decline this year because he's mad, or he just stepped it up a whole nother notch because he's mad. I actually enjoy Rodgers' game. Is Eli a Hall of Famer? We'll see when the Hall of Fame comes around. Yeah, 105, man. My Aunt Charlotte, man. She keep going. Drew Brees, I can't put him in, but Drew Brees is there. He's always been there. But I can't put him in my top 5 now because he's not the same quarterback. You're not going to see the same Drew Brees this year. You're not going to see the same Rivers this year. You're not going to see the same Tom Brady. But the thing with Tom Brady is he's got the most talent around. I'm sorry. Tampa Bay stacked. All right. Winston was able to do what he did because they're stacked on talent. Rodgers number 5. I got him in. Someone said Dak. Good Lord. Breeze, one of my favorites. I got to put Russ in the top 5, man. You guys have no idea. Give me Russ's number 1 receiver. Give me Russell Wilson's number 1 receiver. Watson's up there. Watson's right there. Watson's right outside the top 5. I'll give him number 6. I love Watson. I've loved Watson since, no, Dak, of course not. Dak, no. And I like Dak. I told people Dak was going to be good coming out of college. I'm mad the Cowboys got him. Watson's right there. Give me Russell Wilson's number 1 receiver. Google it. You guys want to test my sports acumen? Google it. Who is Russell Wilson's number 1 receiver? No. Drew Brees is there, but I mean, Drew Brees is not going to do what he did the past couple years this year. I'm talking about right now. I love Brees. Most accurate quarterback of all time. I think their time has come and gone. Unfortunately, they lost it on some bad calls. What can you do? Father Time catches you. Father Time catches you. Somebody tell me who Russell Wilson's number 1 receiver is. That's all I want to know. Yes, Fred, my forecast list. That's my forecast list. And I love Deshaun Watson. Like, I feel bad I can't put him in the top 5. Okay, so Henrock said Lockett is his number 1, right? Go tell me where Lockett got drafted at, please. Google where Lockett got drafted at. Google where Lockett got drafted at, and you tell me that is his number 1 receiver. But Google where Lockett got drafted at, and you tell me why Russ is in my top 5. You'll see, Derek. I'm telling you, it's a system that was created for him. It's not just a system. It was created for him. Dak's stats were good, but he couldn't be the winning team. Couldn't win. Couldn't be the winning team. DK Metcalf is not a number one. I still have my doubts about that kid. All that size and all that talent. He didn't produce in college, guys. He got drafted because of his body. We used to call it back in high school. My coach used to say, "You look good in shorts. You look good. You run good. Can you play?" DK Metcalf had no production at Ole Miss. None. Go look it up. Go look the stats up. He had no production. And then he got that neck injury, which scary to say. A lot of teams passing him. That's a scary injury. But he had no production. Fast, strong. Can he create separation? I watched him this season. He had 5'10" cornerbacks pushing him around. As strong as he is, he never had nobody bounce up on him. So Baldwin, go look where Baldwin was drafted at. Don't tell me about number one receivers, because these guys were not drafted first round. These guys were guys that he made better, which is why I love Russ Wilson. McNabb, same thing. He had no number one. McNabb, I compare them to because they won the games. They won the games without guys that you guys call number ones, without the superstar wide receivers. And Russ has always done it since the beginning of his career. They have not drafted a wide receiver in the first round Russell Wilson's entire career. Get out of here. And this guy wins. When he won the Super Bowl, who was his number one receiver? I'll wait. Google this stuff, because anybody want to Google this stuff? I'll wait. Third round, 2015. Baldwin was number one, but where did Baldwin get drafted at? Did Baldwin get drafted? You guys Google that. Listen, if you're gonna challenge my acumen, I'm gonna throw some stuff at you. Russell Wilson never had a number one receiver. Ever. DJ Metcalf was second round. You can call him a number one, but he's still, look at the stats. That's still ain't all that. Yeah, Metcalf looked good. Hey, shout out to my homie K, Urban Media. I stole a picture for you for Simp Talk. Appreciate the homie right there's pictures. No, it does matter where they were drafted, because you consider a number one receiver a high draft pick. He's never had a number one receiver drafted. He made those guys better. He made those guys good. Understand? That's how you do things. I make you better. I make you good. If you're a number one receiver, first and second round pick, you do your thing. None of those guys that are his number one receiver were first round picks. Third round, sixth round, seventh round. He made those guys. Clowney, I think he's gonna stay. He's got to get a prove it deal. Clowney's got to get a prove it deal. The best wide receiver Wilson had. I don't know about that. Did Baldwin go? I think he did go to Pitt. You're right. I think he did. Henrock, I'm a defensive guy, but I love a good offense. I'm old school. I'm from LT era. So for me, defense, that old Giants defense. So I respect and love a good defense, which is why I thought San Fran would win the Super Bowl, because defense. But they dropped the ball, and Mahomes got it. I'm happy for Mahomes. Derek, Jackson can carry a team. I'm going to tell you something, man. I watched this boy. Listen, I watched Jackson in college. I watched this boy. I watched him tell everybody, turn down school, say I'm not being a wide receiver. Go to the NFL draft, say I'm not running the 40. If you don't know I'm fast and you never watched football before, thank you. Baldwin, undrafted free agent. Russ's number one receiver for how many damn years? So I watched Jackson. He got better. People don't realize Jackson got better with his throwing percentage every year in college. Jackson works on his craft. He works. This system was created by the guy who created Kaepernick's system, but advanced it a little bit for Jackson. We're going to see if people can shut him down this year. I predict no. Jackson can throw the ball. It just so happens he can run the ball too. I'm telling you right now, Jackson's not going to be Kaepernick, where you shut him down. This dude who had this offense, created this offense, and listen, this saved Belichick's career. Okay? Belichick got him, and if you see, Belichick loves this guy. He loves Jackson because Jackson is something we've never seen in an athlete before. Yes, Vic 2.0. Vic even said he's better. Michael Vick said he's better than me. Michael Vick said he's the video game version of me. Jackson is something we've never seen in an athlete, probably since Deion Sanders. Like, you've never seen an athlete like this before. Golden Tate, I didn't know that. And Golden Tate was on the Giants. But Golden Tate was what? Second round, right? Golden Tate was second round. He was second round. Let me get my drink. Ah, shit. Golden Tate was second round, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, did I leave this shit? Oh, fuck. I got it stuck. Golden State was. Oh man. What airport? He said, what airport for June? What airport for June? For June is that? I hope this shit is cold. Sorry, I got my cork stuck. Nah. Pittsburgh Steelers ain't shutting down Jackson. They don't got enough speed on defense. So my cork got stuck. Now I have wine all over me. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Mr. Cork guy who opens the bottles, and now I have wine all over me. Crazy. Fill cup. Get back into this. So, someone just asked, is DR open? Someone let him know if DR is open yet? So I now successfully got wine all over me because the cork got stuck. But it's cool. I'll be good. I don't know. That June stuff, I can't tell you guys. No, Randall Cunningham was not Lamar Jackson. Randall Cunningham was Randall Cunningham, and I adored it. I adored that guy because he did amazing things, even though he hurt my Giants a lot. But Lamar Jackson is a level we've never seen before. You've never seen a Lamar Jackson before. Is the Miami, as far as I know, listen, all I know about is July. Everything else before July, I can't tell you. I know they're opening the airports July 1st. That's all I can tell you. Yes, hold on, guys. My hand smells like wine. Guys, Seahawks is a rushing offense, yes. But you do know that Russell Wilson has 250 to 300 yards a game. I think some teams will, but it's going to be hard. That dude, I forgot that dude's name, his offense coordinator. That dude's very smart. He remember when he adjusted to Kaepernick, so he's ready for that. They already talked about it last year. We're going to do this, and when the team start adjusting, we're going to do this. He already has a plan because he was Kaepernick's coach when they adjusted to Kaepernick, and they shut Kaepernick down. So we'll see. Miami Sundays Club Restaurant under the new guidelines. We'll see. I don't know, Murder Mace. Honestly, I'm just hoping when they open up, I'm going out. I ain't worried about no row. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm going out to the club. I'm popping bottles. I'm doing what I do. So when they open up, I'll be there. I'll be at Miami Sundays. You better believe it. I'll call it the quarantine. I won't call it the VIP. I'll be in the quarantine. I think so, Pete Jack. I think I might do some lives from Flip Flop. It might be dope. Well, Sean, there was quarterbacks before Randall that ran the rock. Believe it or not. The snake from the Raiders, he ran the ball a lot. A lot of quarterbacks ran the ball back in the day, but Randall was one of the first dudes that really did his thing. AJ, we all gonna be guinea pigs, brother. I'm gonna be out there too. Yeah, John Harbaugh. I mean, the offense coordinator. Offense coordinator for John Harbaugh is the offense coordinator for the 49ers when Kaepernick was there. He's the one that made that system for Jackson. Is it Greg Roman? Okay. So Tate smashed Russ's wife. I didn't know that. Damn, y'all put me on to something new. See, I don't pay attention to the rumors. I pay attention to sports. I don't know. Like I just found out. What's his name for Phoenix Suns? Steve Nash. That the other dude I used to like him a lot. He smashed Steve Nash's wife. Had a baby with her. And all hell broke loose after that. I just found that out like 2 years ago. No, Jason, I'm not a resident. I'm working on that sooner or later. Not right now. But that's the thing, Flacco. Lamar has never gotten hurt. He knows how to move. You ever seen him squiggle between those? It becomes a talent. You know, now me, when I play ball, I was 160 pounds, 170 pounds when I played ball. I wasn't a squiggly dude. I wasn't that dude that could squeeze between the little hole and get there. I was a dude who ran you over or ran around you. So for me, I've had to tackle those squiggly dudes, those dudes that could get through those little holes. You know what I'm saying? The dude that you know you got him for a tackle, but when you get there, he's gone. That's the type of dude he is. So it will be hard for him to get injured. Put it like this. If Lamar Jackson gets injured, it won't be on a running play. It'll be on a passing play where he's in the pocket and someone falls on his leg. I guarantee you, it will not be on a running play. He knows how to run. He knows how to make himself small, make himself big, squiggle. He knows how to do that. But on a passing play, anybody could dive for your leg and crush your leg. It just happens. Gary Jones, be more in the building. Yeah, Reginald's a black baby. What was his? What was dude name? Steve Nash. Was it It was Steve Nash's teammate smashing his wife. Then the black baby came out and Steve Nash got a divorce the next day. I found this out like 2 years ago. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. Seneca Wallace. Oh my God! Stop it. I can't believe you said that. Reggie, I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm going to see who I'm rooting for when the playoffs start. CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy? I got to go Jerry Jeudy because CeeDee Lamb is a Cowboy. Is Jordan a snitch? Nah, hell no. Jordan's Jordan. Jason Richardson, thank you, 29. Jason Richardson smashed Steve Nash's wife. The baby came out black, and Steve Nash got a divorce, and they shipped Jason Richardson off. And Jason Richardson was out of the league the next year. Look it up. The biggest downfall in hold on, Johnny Flacco, but McNabb went to three straight Philly went to three straight NFC championships without T.O. The fourth one they had T.O. and they won the Super Bowl. He said, who had the biggest downfall in professional sports? Delonte West. I won't say West. Let me think. I won't say it wasn't West. I had this conversation a couple months ago. Biggest downfall of professional sports, Latrell Sprewell. Mr. 18 million is not enough to feed my kids. Disappeared off the map, went bankrupt, sold all his boats and everything. Took the Knicks to the championship, NBA Finals. I would say the biggest downfall was Sprewell because there was no rhyme or reason why Sprewell did. Nobody still knows to this day why Sprewell did what he did. He could have stayed with the Knicks. He went to Minnesota. A lot of teams wanted him, and then Minnesota offered him a really good contract, and he said, "I can't feed my kids," and he's been going ever since. And people don't realize Sprewell was a hell of a talent. Only had a right hand, but he was a hell of a talent. Yeah, Fran Talkins. There you go. Paul Pierce is about to lose his job as an analyst by being personal with LeBron. You got to be honest. Antoine Walker went bankrupt, but he still got some money. Nah, West has mental issues. That's different. So I can't call it a big downfall because mental issues will hurt you. But I will say Sprewell did not have mental issues and missed his career. Len Bias never had a career. He never had a chance. Antoine Walker went broke. He didn't mess his career up. He just went broke. His career was over when he was broke. Think about that. Antoine Walker's career was over when he was broke. And his baby moms was on that TV show, Love and Basketball, Miami, whatever the crap is. That's also true. West should not have hit LeBron moms. Biggest mistake of all time. No, Ryan Leaf wasn't a big downfall because Ryan Leaf had problems coming out. And it started right away. Vin Baker's working at Starbucks. Say it ain't so. Get the hell out of here. Sprewell, listen, I love Sprewell. When the Knicks got him, I was excited. And you saw what he did with the Knicks. I mean, he was the Knicks. Him and Allen Houston was the Knicks. You talking about 40, you talking about Claret, Maurice Claret. He was a big disappointment as well. But he never made it to the NFL. Yeah, Walker had a bad wife. She was on Love and Basketball. What do you call that? Remember that old show, like Love and Hip Hop now? Yeah, Maurice Claret, he actually changed his life around now, but a hell of a running back. Tried to go against the NFL, going in the league early. Came to the NFL, stunk it up. It's not always the same, guys. That's why I try to tell you why I watch Basketball Wives. Thank you. Why I watch so much college sports, because it's not the same. You can be good in college basketball and be average. No, I'm sorry. You can be great in college basketball and be average in NBA. You can be great in NFL, in college football and be average in NBA. You can be average in college sports and be amazing in the NBA and college in NFL. That's what it messes up. Like there's a guy that the Giants got, undrafted free agent. It was one of their receivers who got hurt from LSU. For Ohio State, excuse me. This dude ran a 4.2, but he had been hurt his whole college career. But he was supposed to be their number one receiver for 3 years straight. But he had been hurt every single year in his college career. It just so happened he got hurt. Then they drafted the 6'4" dude. The dude probably would have went second, third round. Problem was he ran a little slow. They say he's a little lazy, needs motivation. His brother's been on his ass. Like, yo, you should just shot. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes a mediocre player becomes amazing in the pros. But the star player, because he's been a star all his life, does so in the pros. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's the point guard for the Lakers? What's the point guard name for the Lakers? The dude with going bald. Was he? I guess he's white. He be dunking on Caruso. Look at him. Do you know that people say Caruso's probably one of the better point guards in the NBA? Probably one of the better. He plays defense. He can score. He can do he can do pretty much everything a brother can do. I call Caruso. I think Caruso black. He does everything, right? But he was overlooked by everybody. But now, what he's doing with the Lakers, remember they chant out MVP when he does his thing in the game. He's dunking on everybody. He can shoot. He can defend any point guard in the NBA. He's defended all the best point guards in the NBA and not shut them down, but did damn good defense. Look at him. He was overlooked. Now the Lakers got him, and they're deciding right now, should they make him their number one point guard, or should they get somebody else? That's a big decision because Caruso's been that good. Oh, Troy Smith stunk in Ohio State too. Oh, Vin Baker's at Starbucks. Damn, Vin Baker, don't tell me that. Well, Lou, I'm going to tell you something about Felipe Lopez. If you go watch the 30 for 30, this was before social media. And I'm glad that 30 for 30 came out because I'm at an era before social media, all right? I'm into social media now, but I was in the Felipe Lopez era. I was in high school. Felipe Lopez was LeBron without social media. All that next MJ, the next King, that was Felipe Lopez, but no social media. Sports Center was just getting, everybody didn't have cable. Sports Center was just getting started. So if you watch that 30 for 30, it'll really break, like how The Last Dance brought Michael Jordan to these young boys. Go watch 30 for 30. It'll show you the first LeBron. Felipe Lopez was LeBron before LeBron, hands down. Talent-wise, I can't say because Felipe Lopez gone, LeBron's LeBron. But talent-wise, we'll never really know because they never could play against each other. But Felipe Lopez was LeBron. He had all the hype. He had all the fanfare. People were selling out. They had to go to different arenas to play because they sold so many tickets. That was the original LeBron. But there was no social media with Felipe Lopez. And remember, he turned down going to Europe for millions, turned down going to the NBA early, whereas LeBron did not. Felipe probably would have been better had his family wanted him to go to college. Had they thought about it and said, man, take your ass there, you can go back to college, he'd have been better. Oh, Lawrence, let me tell you something. Lawrence from Clemson is going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen in a long time. Selena, you late, but it's all good. You here, love. Priest Holmes wasn't his. By the way, Priest Holmes' son got drafted as a cornerback for the Giants. Priest Holmes wasn't overachiever. It was more so that injury messed him up. No, listen, I'm telling you guys, Caruso is nice. He doesn't play all the big minutes all the time, but Caruso can play defense and offense. You guys look at the superstars. You guys got to look at the players that matter when they're in the game. Caruso matters. Rondo's like 67 years old. Harold Miner never was going to be anything because he was all hype. Darius Miles was injuries. That was all injuries. Well, hold on, CAB. Michael Beasley's one of the greatest scorers of all time, college and NBA. He can score at will. Problem is, Michael Beasley's bipolar. Michael Beasley has a mental issue. So, if you see he always gets a job, in the NFL, in the NBA, it's because he can score at will. Michael Beasley is bipolar. Yeah, Felipe Lopez was a god. It is what it is. Shit, Glenn, he mentioned Lenny Cook. Lenny Cook bust LeBron ass in the ABC camp or the Nike camp, one of those camps. You can go YouTube this. Lenny Cook gave LeBron the business. Lenny Cook was a monster. The problem was Lenny Cook was hanging with gangsters and drug dealers and Foxy Brown peoples, and they messed Lenny Cook up. Lenny Cook should have went to college at least for 1 year or went to the NBA but trained. It was a lot of stuff with Lenny Cook, man. He got caught up before the draft and he got messed up. Lenny Cook was a monster. Yeah, listen, Felipe Lopez, I'm telling you guys, and I had guys ask me when the 30 for 30 came out, they were like, Felipe was that good? I said, man, I'm so glad this documentary came out because it got to show you mofos that before social media existed, there was a dude they called the next Jordan. It was Felipe Lopez. I'm telling you right now, the way you young boys felt about LeBron with social media, you feel about Zion Williamson with social media. This is what we felt without Facebook, without Instagram, without all this Wi-Fi and bandwidth. This was Felipe. He was on the cover of every paper in the country. You could people when you played Felipe Lopez, you were like, it was like going to a boxing ring with Tyson. You were scared. Because all you heard about was this big Dominican kid who could score at will. And when he came in, he did what he wanted to do. And it was so wild because I never got to see him play in person. Of course, it was just videos. But the legend of Felipe Lopez was crazy. It was nuts. Let me tell you something. The legend, because there was no social media, so word of mouth was Felipe Lopez. The legend of Felipe Lopez back when I was growing up was way bigger than the social media of LeBron and Zion Wilson. I'm sorry. The 5 million, 10 million y'all want to Twitter and tweet and all that stuff y'all doing, and what are y'all doing with that? The legend of word of mouth of Felipe Lopez was way bigger than that back then. So imagine millions of people talking, on the phone, sending text messages, doing, there was no social media, sending emails, you know what I'm saying, yo, you got to come to this game. That was the legend of Felipe Lopez, and there was no social media, and he was a monster. So you guys gotta understand, I lived through all these eras. I lived through the no social media, now social media. If you came around during social media, you'll never understand what I'm talking about, because we actually had to pick up the phone and talk to people. We actually had to see each other to communicate. So you never understand. Like I tell you guys, when I was first started coming here, there was no WhatsApp. For my parties and stuff, I had to send regular text messages. I had to go buy minutes, send text messages on my DR phone. So before social media really pushed it, you had to really communicate with people. And Felipe Lopez had it, because he had millions of people talking about him without a click, without a social media click. So imagine that. So you think about it now. If LeBron and Zion could get 10 million clicks over talking about how great they are, back then he'd have got 30, 40 million clicks. Not saying he's better, but at that time he was the best player in the world. There was nobody better than him. NBA players were coming to watch him. Like, oh my God, who is this kid? Now I can go on Instagram. Okay, yeah, he's good. All right. You know what I'm saying? Go on YouTube, see some film. There was none of that back then. Felipe Lopez, you had to go watch him. And the ticket price was high, and dudes were coming from all over to watch this kid. So it's a different type of era. Yeah, Sebastian, I really didn't believe in Sebastian. Shout to him. I didn't believe in him. His game wasn't there. Lenny Cook, his game was there, but he got caught up. Yeah, they called Baby Jordan. He wasn't Baby Jordan. I see your comments, Selena. I see your comments. Well, New York City ran the basketball scene for a long time, but now it's everywhere. Yeah, Cook was lazy. They said he smoked weed. He liked to go partying because he hung with rappers. Roy Tarpley, I have no idea who that is. Aha, tell Ian I said what up. Throwback, my homie Ian. Tell Ian I said what up. Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Caruso's, you guys are watching AD. You guys are watching Jordan. You guys are watching Rondo. Go look at Caruso's game. He has a very good game. His game is all around. He don't look like a superstar. He's not a superstar. But he has a very good all-around game. I'm telling you. I had a beeper. You better believe it. Yeah, Lenny Cook was a monster. No, Selena, I see your comment, Selena. You might have to scroll. It's a lot of shout out to you, Selena, for the 49. Selena, I see your comments. I'm actually responding to your comments. I see all your comments. Al Hartford and his family is from Puerto Plata. Uh, 905 athlete in the arts, all young boys. A lot of these young boys get contracts with the Major League Baseball teams, and they blow or they don't. So you know, a lot of these guys you'll never hear of till they get in the league because some of these guys get contracts at 14 years old, $1 million contracts. Oh, Jamarcus Russell's a bum. Have I been to Rucker, Reggie? I'm from New York, bro. Of course I've been to Rucker. I think I done lost about $5,000 gambling in Rucker. Are you crazy? You had to go park in under that little bridge right there, the back block, pay a couple dollars, somebody watch your car, listen. It was a privilege to be in Rucker back then. I done seen some dudes ball in Rucker, man. Rucker was the place everybody went to. You know, you had to be somebody to kind of get up in there, unless you just watch from the outside. Rucker was a big deal. Yeah, Selena, I see all your comments. All your comments, Selena. You're not blocked. But yeah, Rucker Park, man. Ooh. That was, listen, there's places I could tell you about that you have to experience. Clubbing would be the Tunnel back in New York. Balling would be the Rucker. Gauchos as well. West Fourth. But West Fourth has always been dope. But Gauchos and the Rucker, I mean, you know, you ain't going there unless it's a big game, or unless you're just a huge basketball fan. And then the Tunnel, tell you clubbing in the Tunnel back then, Palladium, Bentleys, it was just nuts. Like that was clubbing, and then going out. I mean, what it really was when you went to all these tournaments, you know, you had tournaments all around the city at all times. But when you went to Rucker, that was like the best of the best. And that's when NBA ballers came through. Matter of fact, I was there the day Kobe came. But while he was playing, I was outside, talking to some people and getting a hot dog. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't a big Kobe fan anyway, at that point. This was like his rookie year or second year, something like that. Kobe played in the Rucker. I was outside. We really wanted to see Kevin Garnett. So for the Kobe game, I was outside kicking it with some Harlem cats, whatever. But Rucker was balling, man. Rucker was crazy. Definitely crazy. Keith Gordon, what up? Best player to come out of New York City last 30 years is Marbury. I don't know. I mean, that might be hard to challenge. Marbury was a monster. People don't realize how good Marbury was. People think he just went to China, made a $20 sneaker, and then went to China. Marbury was a monster. You know, he just got a bad rap in the NBA, but he was a monster. Minnesota, Knicks, Nets. Marbury was a monster. Johnny, everybody plays for the Cowboys is trash. Greg Oden was injury prone. That was coming out of college, injury prone. And what happened? Injury prone. Yeah, but you know what happened? Who was the kid, the point guard, that came out before Telfair? Who was the point guard came out before Telfair got drafted in the second round? Because second round is a non-guaranteed contract. A hell of a point guard. Same thing as Telfair. Didn't have a jump shot with Sosua, and they said he should have went to college. I can't remember his name. He came out before Telfair. 5'11", one of the best point guards I've ever seen, but he didn't have a jump shot. What was his name? If you guys can remember, I have to look it up. It's going to take me a while to find that. Oh, Tunnel was stupid though. Oh, Rooftop. I was there. Riverside. Riverside was good, but those tournaments in the Rucker. I've only been to Riverside twice. I won't lie. On Riverside twice. I won't lie about that. The Shadow was the old head score. Oh, Big Anderson. No, I ain't been that long, but I didn't party in New York for a long time. Julius Erving, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I miss those hot dogs, man. You don't know. And one is still around, I think. They still around. And one is still around. Funny story about Lamar. Lamar was 6'11". Lamar played point guard for Hillcrest. He was 6'3". Over the summer, he blew up to 6'11". No, he blew up to 6'9". Then it became 6'11" later. Lamar was a point guard. That's why his handle was so good. And I never talk bad about Lamar, but I know him for a long time. A club called Starbucks? Never heard of it. I'm a hater of the Cowboys. Yes, get out. I'm a hater of the Cowboys. If you ever accuse me of hating, Cook, thank you, Lou. Sorry, if you ever accuse me of hating, it's all the Cowboys. Cook, thank you. What was his first? I can't remember his first name. Cook. Cook was Rafa Austin made it NBA. Remember, Rafa had a good career. He had a decent career. Cook, they told Cook, stay, go to college. You're not ready. Cook was like, I need money, gotta feed my family. He went to the draft. Cook he was like the second pick in the second round. Second pick, meaning he could have been a first rounder, but they leave that to guys. Remember, first rounders get guaranteed contracts. Second rounders don't. Cook was out of the league in like what, a year and a half? Cook, to me, might have been one of the best point guards I've ever seen since Sham God. As far as handle. Cook's handle was stupid, but he had no jump shot. He could not shoot. He needed work. When he got drafted second round, he never got better. And he was out of the league. Sad because, honestly, to me, Cook was like, oof. Point guard wise, you couldn't find too many people to be like that. I watched that dude playing Rucker. I watched him. Cook was awesome. But his jump shot, he just had no jump shot. Like, he was worse than Jason Kidd. But you guys remember, I'm going to tell you something about Jason Kidd. All you guys know Jason Kidd when he became a superstar. They called him No J Kidd. He had no jumper. He worked on his jumper, and he's like top 10 all-time of three-point percentage at the end of his career. He couldn't hit a jump shot at the beginning of his career. But at the end of his career, top 10 all-time in three-point percentage. Work on your game. That's all it is. Some guys need time. But J Kidd was a hell of a point guard, so the jump shot didn't matter. Rafa Austin was a monster. He was definitely a monster. Shout out to Skip to my Lou. Omar Cook. Thank you, Lou. Omar Cook. Omar Cook was his name. Kenny Anderson was dope. Oh, you know New York is known for the point guards. Omar Cook, thank you. That's all I'm talking about. Omar Cook. Omar Cook was a monster. If you Willie Burgers, oh man, taking me back. Willie Burgers. If you ever seen Omar Cook play, Google him. He's probably on YouTube. Omar Cook was a monster. When I talk about point guard, this kid was like what a point guard was supposed to be. It's just that he had no jump shot. His jump shot was mediocre. He might have been shooting 20% from 15 feet. He wasn't a good shooter. But you couldn't stop him. Oh, cheaters, good Lord. Yeah, Omar Cook, and they told him to stay in college. And he didn't stay. Remember, they told Omar to stay another year, work on the jump shot. He didn't stay. He left. Skip to my Lou is the truth. Excuse me. Andre Barrett, facts. That was the problem, Big Rob. A lot of New York City point guards did not have jump shots. I will admit that. But you gotta remember something. New York City was the mecca for sports, especially basketball, right? We sucked at football. They went down south to get football players. I learned that when I went to all these camps and all these colleges to go get, to the camps and stuff at colleges. I learned that. They go to the south for football players. There wasn't that many football players that got bagged as far as we gonna scout this dude to go to college. It wasn't that many. Some of us got lucky, some of us didn't. But it was all about basketball. Now it's everywhere. Basketball is everywhere. Now football actually is wild how basketball was only New York at one point. Now football is getting looked at in New York, so it's great. It's a good thing as far as football goes. As far as New York goes, football, it's a good thing. But back in the day, they wasn't. I was probably, if I can remember right, I was ranked 127 on the East Coast. I was ranked. I think it was 127 on the East Coast as far as football players, and I was ranked like 50 something in New York, and I was a hell of a football player. I was better than a lot of dudes ranked above. I thought I was at least, but New York rankings on football were different because I had Springfield Gardens was a small school, so I may have had more touchdowns, may have had more tackles, but they played better competition. So that's when I played against my local Southside competition, August Martin, Jackson. I went all out. Even though we lost, I went all out because these are the guys I got to see every day. It's my neighborhood, you know. So I was ranked like I was 127 on the East Coast as far as high school athletes go, which was still high. But you know, I got looked at. Penn State looked at me. Temple looked at me. Louisville. Actually, I was actually at Louisville. It was dope. But it's the point of New York football players did not get the clout that the basketball players got. Now teams actually draft in New York now. They actually draft. They actually scout in New York now. But before they really didn't. When my Senior Bowl, shout out to Eon Foxno, dudes from August Martin, Smoke, all them guys. We had Buffalo, not August Martin. August Martin we played at August Martin. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Rutgers. We probably had about 6 Division I schools. 6. And this is the all-star game for Queens. The best players in Queens are in this game. The best. Some guys went to D1, some guys went to D2. But this is the all-star game. And we had 6 D1s. I went to my cousin's all-star game in Long Island. They had 28 D1 schools there. See the difference? New York City didn't get that love. I went to a game in Columbia, South Carolina. I lived in Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia High School. They had to have 100 scouts from colleges at that game. I swear to God. They had their hats on, chilling. So it's a difference. New York City didn't get the love for football. We got the love for basketball. Marbury played a different position than Chris Mullin. That's the thing, Sean. Omar Cook was nice, but he had no J. But as a point guard, he was amazing. Skip to my Lou is a monster. Shout to him. Shout to Rafa. Yeah, Rich Parker was nice. He caught that charge. Kemba Walker's a monster. Malloy Future. I remember that name. Gaines. I played for Springfield Gardens High School. Yeah, we had some ballers. Anthony Mason played for Springfield. I can't remember the dude. My freshman year, we had a dude that went all city. I can't remember his name. It leaves me, but we had some good basketball players at Springfield as well. Bayside had a good. DeBrickashaw Ferguson went to Freeport High School. Am I wrong about that? DeBrickashaw Ferguson went to Freeport. I did security at Freeport High School when he was there. 40. If you went to Freeport High School, I was the security guard that got up during the talent show and spit. That was me. If DeBrickashaw Ferguson, if that's him, played for the Jets, went to Syracuse, I think that's DeBrick. Yeah, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Yeah, I used to smack him upside the head, tell him go to class. Mr. D man, what's good? Okay, yeah, Malloy. There you go. I remember him. But you can go pro overseas. So yeah, DeBrick is my little homie, man. I did security at Freeport High School. That was when he was playing. Him and the dude that went to Syracuse, other dude, the linebacker went to Syracuse. I can't remember his name. I forgot his name. But D-Brick went to the Jets. That was dope. He used to be in the hall walking around. And I was young. I was only like 20, 21? 20 or 21 when I was doing security at Freeport High School. That they actually got rid of me because they said I was too young, and the kids actually listened to me, you know. So that was dope. It was cool. So we had 2 hours and 15 minutes. So listen, I got something special for Fox. You already know. Yeah, listen, I never beat August Martin. I never beat August Martin. Never did. But I gave y'all the business though. I put some hits up there. I put some licks up there. I did what I did. Shout to Ian. Shout to Smoke. Shout to all those guys. Shout to Elishma. Shout to Two-Time. I'm on Two-Time's Instagram. Like I said, we worked together on a summer job before he went to Ole Miss. Two-Time's my homie. But I gave August Martin the business. Even though, listen, there was one game we got blown out like 40-10. I still had my numbers. You know what I'm saying? I had my numbers. Don't get it messed up. And, you know, football ain't a selfish game, but I'm going to try to hurt somebody. That's all I cared about. If we going to lose, somebody getting hurt. That's all I cared about. You feel me? So y'all be good. Listen, so Wednesday, Simp Talk, I got something special for y'all. Oh, we got all these August Martin. Yeah, all y'all August Martin dudes getting crazy up in here. We can put the pads on now. We got the pads on right now. Me versus August Martin dudes. Let's go. But Simp Talk, I got something special for Simp Talk for y'all. I'm going to do the first sports episode on Friday. Since Russell's show on Friday is at 10. I will do the sports show at 7 p.m. on Friday. I don't want that smoke. Hey, Mac, man. Listen, I still got a little bit in me right there. I still got a little bit in me, Mac. But so the first sports show, Friday Night Lights, shout to D for the name, will be Friday at 7 p.m. And we can talk about anything sports you guys want. I'll put some things together to talk about since the season's about to start. With different sports venues, NHL, and NBA, college, NBA. I'm sorry, NFL. Excuse me. So we'll talk about that. You know, see how long we go to be alive. But then we'll get back into it as long as things. Boxing as well. I do everything. Boxing as well. Thomas said didn't have no football team. No, but my uncle and my grandfather were janitors there for a long time. Shout out to Thomas said. My man Rich went there as well. Shout out to Thomas said. Appreciate all you guys, man. But like I said, Wednesday, Simp Talk number 2. Excuse me. Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And then I'm going to do, at this very moment, Friday Night Lights, 7 p.m. on Friday. All right, just for you guys. So appreciate all y'all. Stay tuned now. So the sports talk's going to be on my channel. But we're only going to do that for Friday right now. And then once the sports starts going, we'll get back to it. Oh, Dewan Wagner. Hold on. Dewan Wagner could have been one of the greats. That's a story of somebody who was just so good. Dewan Wagner to me is Joe Burrow. They were so good, they reached their peak. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Joe Burrow is gonna be what we saw at the championship. He ain't gonna be too much more than that, you know. So Steve Smith went to Edison. I didn't know that. But you guys be good. Like I said, Wednesday, Simp Talk number 2, 8 p.m. Friday, the first ever sports talk on my channel. I will keep the sports talk on my channel because you guys voted for it. It will be only sports. So if you don't care about sports, don't come through. Not talking about nothing else but sports on Friday at 7 p.m. Friday Night Lights, 7 p.m. on Friday. That's all we're going to do is talk about sports on Friday. And then Wednesday, Simp Talk. So get with you guys. Mr. D, man, appreciate that $5, brother. And Maya's going live next, so you guys catch up to Maya. Appreciate all y'all. One love. And by the way, today makes 12 years I'm in Dominican Republic. 12 years, my anniversary. Shout out to all you guys.